Pizza time.
Welcome everyone, it's GameFo. On today's video I'm going to be explaining how to cheese Inner Genichiro. Again, I don't encourage this type of gameplay at all, just for fun. There's a lot of details in this video, so try to watch the entire video so you don't miss anything. And no changes were made to the latest patch 1.5 for the main bosses. Only 3 inner bosses were added. All of my older guides still work, so if you're still struggling with those bosses, you can use those guides. If you're new to the channel, feel free to sub. If you enjoyed the video, like and leave a comment. I check all of the comments. Now let's get into the video. Alright guys, so at the beginning of the fight, what you want to use is the umbrella. You can buff if you want to, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary as well to take that extra hit there. All you want to do is to run right after using the umbrella, and then use the umbrella right before the corner so you don't get hit by the arrows, and just wait in the corner to wait for the new move. And as soon as the new move stops, you want to use the combat art from the umbrella by pressing R1. You hit 3 times with R1 to corner him, and then right after, all you have to do is that move, which is the L1 R1 repeatedly. This takes time. I highly recommend to practice this move before the boss fight. Again, is L1 R1 repeatedly, and you want to get the timing right. I'm buffing because this is NG plus 7, so otherwise this will take forever, but you don't have to buff between the phases, so don't worry about it. Again, 3 times R1 and then L1 R1 spam. Remember that this is pretty important. You have to be doing this without any skills selected, otherwise when you press L1 R1 you will do the combat art. So again, L1 R1 spam. This may take like 15 to 10 minutes to practice before the boss fight, because believe me, it takes some time to get that timing right. Otherwise Genichiro will just get out of that corner and the cheese will be over. For the third phase is pretty easy. The fight always starts by doing the Mikiri counter, and right after, all you have to do is to press R1 and keep pressing R1, but it doesn't have to be like R1 spamming, because otherwise it's not gonna work. It has to be R1 and then wait half of a second and then R1, because as you can see, what we're doing right here is canceling the bow attack, so the boss can be like pretty much stuck on this loop. I think the best way to do this properly, to avoid Genichiro like getting out of this loop and then doing another attacks, is like just to try to time it like 1 2 1 2 1 2, you know, and try to like wait half of a second between the attacks. If Genichiro gets out of this loop, you may have to like either run away or do lightning reversal or something until you can see that he will get back into this loop after you press the R1. But it's no biggie, like it's pretty simple. This third phase is the easiest phase of Genichiro for the cheese. The hardest one, it's the first phase and the second phase, but I'm also gonna give you a tip in how to do the first and second phase easier. However, for this new strategy, he will get out sometimes, so you have to stalk him again. So this is the other strategy to do the cheese easier, but the problem is that he will get out sometimes. So as you can see, I'm doing the exact same thing, using the umbrella, running, and then using the umbrella just a few feet below the corner. When you see the Sakura dance, you do the R1 combat art from the umbrella, 3 R1 hits, and then you put the head right in front of that piece of wood that is darker than the others. And this time what you want to do is to press R1 2 times, wait half of a second, and keep doing the same thing. Now as you can see, it actually looks easier than the other, because you don't have to time that R1 like the L1 R1 that we were doing. The problem is that if Genichiro decides to do one of the spinning unblockable moves, well, we have to stalk him again. It's no biggie, but I rather do the first strategy that takes a little bit time to learn than doing this. And you're about to see the move that that he does, that it's not that we are not able to avoid the move by doing this, because the other move is faster, and this we have like a half of a second for him to change his moves. And yeah, that's the main reason. So this is about to happen right now, and that's the move. I see the move, I get out, and now I'm just preparing myself to stalk him again. I pretty much use the umbrella really easy right there, just to do this guy like as easy as possible. He got stuck right there immediately somehow, instead of I didn't have to wait for the Sakura dance this time, thankfully. So if you see him that he gets stuck like right away, that never happens, but if you see him like that, he gets stuck like that, then just go ahead and continue doing what I was doing, which is always start with 3 R1s and then R1, 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 R1. So yeah guys, this is the Genichiro, which is, again, I check all of the comments. Feel free to leave a comment below. Sharing this video helps me a lot, and thank you so much for watching. I have new videos coming up, so make sure you have all notifications on, and see you in the next one.